Well, hi. I know it's been a while, hasn't it? Been so long that I'm actually coming to you with on a new camera. I know, me, new camera. I'm sure you can guess which one. Yep, the new GoPro Hero 11 was announced last night, and it was already in the stores today. And me, being a sucker, went and got it. Now, not a huge, massive improvement over the 10, but it does now have a slightly larger sensor, so you can take 27 megapixel photos. The photos doesn't really worry me too much, or really interest me more. The fact that it can now do video in 10-bit instead of 8-bit means I can now hopefully, especially with the D-Log, might finally make the log profile worthwhile using, because it makes the footage easy. A 10-bit color science will make the editing a lot easier than the 8-bit color science that was beforehand. So I'm going to be intrigued to see how that goes, and I'll be doing some side-by-side testing between the Hero 10 and the 11 to see if you can see any differences with such modes like the 10-bit to 8-bit and some other little things, as I always do when these new ones come out. And then I'll be selling the 10. I just no need to keep it. I'm glad they didn't change the design, which means I can still use the media mod and stuff like that, which is very handy. Also, interestingly, last night, 1 hour before GoPro showed off the new Hero 11, DJI announced, and they've gone back to the Osmo name again, the DJI Osmo Action 3. So they've gone the DJI Action 2, which was the small, and apparently the 2 and the 3 are going to coexist between each other, because there's not a huge real differences between the two. Though I do believe I hear that DJI have said that they're going to be adding 10-bit color to the Action 3 at some point. Where the Action 3 has a really good jump on the GoPro is price. The GoPro at the moment is $7.99. I'm sure it'll come down to about $7.50 thereabouts in about a week or two, but it started off around $7.99. The new Action 3, which comes out on the 22nd of September, yep, that date, we're supposed to be having the Remembrance Day. But anyway, I'll be interested to get at that at some point. I'm not sure if I'll get that when it first comes out, but I do. Its price is only $519, so it's, what was it, 200 and what was it, $280 cheaper, $280 cheaper than the Hero 11. Now, I will look into getting the Action 3, because it'd be interesting to see some comparisons between the two. You can actually work on the menu system with the front-facing screen, which you can't on the GoPro. So yeah, it's interesting. But this is the very first video I've recorded. I picked it up this morning. I should have been actually down at New South Wales right now, or also on our way. But that, due to a midday job becoming bigger than we thought, I had to rush and pick this thing up on the way. I charged up the battery and stuff like that. But I've had note, I've updated it, and, you know, done the usual register with GoPro, with quicks, whatever it is. So yeah, this is the first video on the Hero 11. So I'm heading to the airport a bit early, because my next pickup is at 6:15. But I've got the new transponder in the car, and after the issues that I had on Sunday, which I did talk about in a video that I've not uploaded. I know it's on the computer, so maybe you might see this before. I don't know. Maybe I'll add that into this, and we'll start off with that, and then we'll come to this. And yeah, so don't waste that footage. That was only taken yesterday morning, actually. I had to pick up this lady down the Gold Coast, and I did a bit of a video there. So I was supposed to be driving again this afternoon, but unfortunately there's some bad delays on the freeway heading down south. So unfortunately I didn't end up being able to get that job covered by someone else. But I've got another job that's where I'm on my way to now. Lighting's not great now because it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's overcast, and of course then the sun's going to be going down soon anyway. So I haven't had much chance to test this. Tomorrow's an exciting day as well because I should have delivery of my new phone. Now I've got an iPhone 11 and I've been going well, but it has problems with the ear, so I can't use it like a normal phone and some other things. So as such, I knew the new phone about a month ago actually, but I decided I did want to get a 13 Pro just before the 14 was announced, and the 14 was announced last Thursday, actually, if matter of fact, if I remember right. So deliveries come out tomorrow, and they say that they're going to have my phone delivered tomorrow. So I should have the new iPhone 14 Pro Max in my hands tomorrow sometime. Hopefully before I have to leave to go for another job tomorrow evening up north, which is also not looking forward to that because that's going to be in the peak hour traffic heading north at the start of school holidays. School holidays start tomorrow evening, so yeah, it's not going to be a good drive that either. Anyway, that's enough with this. I'll turn the camera around and see what I can get pointing the other way. Catch you later. To the airport. If you're coming from Southside over the Gateway Bridge, you're on the Gateway Freeway right now. This is the exit. We go off to the left, and we'll get people like the car in front that wants to slow down even below the 80k speed limit, so we'll just go around to her left. She's actually on her bloody mobile phone, texting or reading something on her mobile phone. Now you want to be in the right hand lane coming up here because we're going to go to domestic. Straight ahead, the first building you can see ahead of us is the International Airport. Again, we've got someone who wants to do below the speed limit again up ahead. This is always kind of a area you have to be careful with drivers because a lot of people just have no idea where they're going, and they seem to disregard road rules just to because they don't know where they're going. There's a lot of last minute changes like that. On the right hand side here, beside the international airport, they've got the B&E Auto Mall. If you see that sign there to the right, it's going to be like a racetrack where you can test drive your cars. So dealers are going to have showrooms and setups here. So where customers who want to go and buy that nice latest sports car can come here, not worry about making noise, because being an airport, it doesn't have the noise restrictions that other areas have. The way cars are going nowadays, it's not going to really worry too much because it'll be all electronic, won't it? Now this is the next bit that I've been stressing about for the last couple of days, since Sunday in my run-in with the security people at the B&E airport, because limousines and taxis have our own special areas, and we're about to go into that. Now my pickup's not until 6:15, but what I'm doing now is doing a dummy run, because I finally got the replacement transponder arrived yesterday, and I've made sure it's all connected to this car and the account. It says it's active now, so if this is correct and active, when I go through this section up ahead, and you'll see this is where we go for parking for limousines, and taxis can park there too if they've got it pre-booked. You got three sections, should I say, like seconds. You've got three sections. You've got the drop-off area for taxis and limousines. You have a centre line which is for pre-booked vans, and also Uber use that line. And for the privilege of using these areas, we do have to pay and have an account with the Brisbane Airport Corporation. And the BAE, I think they're known as. So I have been driving for a month now, but my old transponder didn't work. So I was having a lot of problems getting in. I had to manually get in. I've had no problems really for the last month. But recently they're starting to give me a harder time, because unfortunately I should have been only taken 2 weeks, but it took nearly 4 weeks for my new transponder to come, because they sent the wrong transponder. Well, they sent the right transponder, but they sent the transponder to the wrong address. And I did double check, triple check, and even you actually can choose exactly where the delivery address is, and I made sure the delivery address was set to my address. Not because on the account it had my old address, so I made sure that was updated. I made sure that the delivery address was set to my new address. But yeah, all things first. So now we are going to find out. I've not got my customer yet, but we're going to drive through to make sure I can get through here. All going well. This boom gate, the transponder should beep, and the boom gate should open for us, and it has. Just cost me $4, but it's working. Whew, what a relief. Now I can go back to the petrol station and get myself a drink, because I'm thirsty. But before that, here we are. This to the left, there's where we park for customers who arrive on Qantas or Jetstar in the middle, because it's kind of, Jetstar in the middle doesn't really have an area. And then up ahead is the other parking area for the CC taxis and buses and vans for the Virgin side. So this is the Virgin side. Well, there's a limousine, there's a Mercedes limousine, it's just very posh. You see, yep, so that's there. And now again, this should beep and let us out without having to press the buzzer. There we go. we now have access to the airport. Yay. Now to go and get that drink. But first, let's quickly just exit. So be very careful along here because it goes from 2 lanes into 1 and people just don't want to give any space to one. So yep, that's Brisbane Domestic Airport. Hope you guys enjoyed your little tour.